Hey everyone, I just wanted to go through my list of my favorite games this year. On the lowest part of my list, you'll find Destiny, probably disputed and controversial game during the last year. The reason I really liked it because I like the PvP a lot and I liked doing the raid with people. It was challenging and a lot of fun. I probably spent most time with this game this year. Um, I I think my total time was around 300 hours or something. Um, the story isn't as uh, what should I say there as other games on my list, and it's not for everyone. Not everyone is going to like this game. The gameplay is really solid, and something I like the most. Some of the gameplay can be repetitive, and that's why it isn't higher on my list. But if you like first-person shooters, I'm not the biggest fan, but this one really got me into playing online with others. I really don't play a lot with multiplayer, either versus or just with co-oping with other players. So if you like me and not a big, or even if you are, you could try this game out. I would definitely recommend it. And next on my list, Walking Dead Season 2. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I found the ending was way more open to interpretation and choices compared to last year's. It had a different tone because you were playing Clementine and a whole other setting. The virus and the zombies were already there compared to last game where we followed it from the beginning. And yeah, if you like the first season, I'm sure you're gonna like this one. It doesn't have the same wow factor as the first one did, but it's kind of hard doing it as emotional as the first season because that one was just flat out amazing, in my opinion. Yeah, I recommend this game. I really loved it. So a great story and a single player game with good characters. They added a little more QTEs and more like dynamic fighting gameplay. But other than that, it's pretty much the same with choices and mostly dialogue. Next on my list, Watch Dogs. I know I'm gonna get flack for this too. I really liked the gameplay as well. You can say the single player is a little throwaway. I gotta say I liked it. The world seemed interesting to me and just explored the subculture. Um, what I liked the most was doing the hideouts or trying to infiltrate and going stealth. Those were the most challenging ones. Just going out shooting stuff isn't that hard really, and you're kind of vulnerable. And the game does encourage you to not go out shooting everything in the game. Because you only can take a few shots. You have to use everything at your disposal, hacking, guns, slowdowns, whatever. Um, yeah, I like the open world and gameplay, and yeah, um, it's an Ubisoft game with unlocking and side quests. Some of the side quests, by the way, were really interesting. Solving some of the murders. I'm not gonna spoil it, of course. I thought those were kind of underutilized, and yeah, that's That's the one on my also next on my list. Pro Evolution Soccer or PES 215. I like the game. I had some trouble with it at first with the install file, and I reinstalled it, and now it plays like a dream. So if you like soccer or football or whatever you want to call it, um, I love it. I've always loved the series. Prefer this or FIFA, and yeah, I don't know what else there is to say. Great gameplay, new Master League mode, new My Club mode, which I usually don't touch. So yeah, great game in my opinion. Next game, Shadow of Mordor. This really surprised me. I saw the potential of it during E3, and I wasn't really that surprised it being so good after watching the gameplay. Uh, the Nemesis system is really great, but what I felt was the best was in the beginning you weren't as powerful. You had to run, you had to plan, and you felt you got more and more badass during the game. It's a mix between Assassin's Creed and Batman, and I think you should try it out. A top 3 game this year. So if you like open world games, go and get it. I like the story as well, even though it kind of messes with the lore, but it's not canon, so I don't really care about that. You can always watch the movies or read the books. Second, Wolf Among Us. Um, I just like the take on it. It's different from Walking Dead. It's just interesting how you can how you're not really a good guy here either compared to Walking Dead. You can kind of choose uh, being either good or bad, and how you're people always look at you being a douchebag, but you're either trying to be a douchebag or you're trying to do good, but kind of hurting people. He's not a nice guy, but he's a cool guy. I would say that. The story really good. It takes some twists and turns, and during the third or fourth episode, I think it was the third episode, you really found out who is really behind the killings in the game. I would recommend if you like story and just experience something new in a new world, Fables world, go ahead and get it. And then my top game for this year, Dragon Age. I've always had big expectations. A lot of people hate on Dragon Age 2, but I still liked it. Not as good as Dragon Age Origins. Don't get me wrong, but still good. Uh, I just like the party, the story, the gameplay, the world. It just had so much character and uh, great RPG. I would still like to see some better progression systems, upgrade systems. But overall, I can say this is my favorite game this year. Um, yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.